Chad's with us in San Antonio. Hey, Chad, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure, man. What's up?
So I'm a fairly new listener, and recently I just took a traveling job, and we moved from Arizona, and we travel throughout the country. And
who's we?
Me and my wife.
Okay.
She works remote, so she's able to work anywhere that I go.
That sounds like an adventure. Cool.
It's great. So rather than staying in hotel rooms or Airbnbs or short-term rentals, we decided to we sold our home and purchased a travel trailer. So we have a note on that of approximately $70,000. And my question for you is, do we let the bank float that and continue to make payments, or is paying something like that off a priority? We don't have any kids.
Do you have other debt?
35. No, actually, how
much money do you have?
Maybe $3,000 or $4,000. I've got about $90,000 saved, but we're trying to have kids this year, so I
doesn't cost $90,000 to have a kid. Either sell the trailer or pay it off today.
Okay.
If you're not willing to pay it off, you need to sell it.
Okay.
You want to know why? You want to know why? You want to know why?
I want to know why.
This stupid thing's going down in value like a rock. What'd you pay for it?
$130.
And you bought it new?
Yes, sir.
You know what it's going to be worth in 5 years, don't you?
About what I owe on it, yeah.
No. In 5 years, it's worth 30.
Lower.
You lost $100,000 over 5 years. That's what this did. So if you're going to keep it, you got to pay it off.
Was it a smart option to do this other than to stay in Airbnbs? I just felt like that was throwing money out the window.
I don't think it would have cost you $100,000 because you're paying payments plus losing $100,000.
Right.
So no, it was not. It was not a smart move. But you're there now. I'm not. I mean, So here's the thing: you're getting ready to have kids. Sometimes you're probably going to sell it and settle down. The sooner you sell it and settle down, the less financial damage you've got. So were I doing this over, if you really were bent on what you're doing, I probably would have bought the $30,000 used one and towed it around and let it turn into $15,000, and then that would have been much more palatable. You bought a freaking Bentley to took behind your truck. $130,000.
Our lifestyle, we've been camping and traveling and doing off-road sports, so it kind of made sense.
You're not even listening.
You
lost $100,000, Chad. That's what this. You overbought. You completely stepped in it, and it's all over your shoe. And shaking your shoe at me is not going to get it off.
No,
it's still there. Oh my gosh!
So these trailers, it's just like with a car. They're losing 60% of their value within the first.
Boats and trailers go down faster than cars.
Ooh.
And
it's painful.
And RVs are the worst. They're the worst of the worst. So whatever you put into a boat, a camper, or an RV, you need to be able to set that amount of money in the middle of the floor and set fire to it, and it be okay. Because that's basically what you're doing. Now, I have a couple boats, and the same situation.
Yeah.
But I can afford to set fire to that much money and it not affect my life. Chad can't afford to lose $100,000. So, Chad, if I were in your shoes, if you're going to keep it, and I don't think you're going to get rid of it based on talking to you for 2 minutes, you're probably going to keep it because you're really sold out on this whole idea. I would pay it off at a minimum. At least then you've admitted what you've done and you feel it. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And you don't have the payments anymore. So now we take the payments and you start rebuilding your money so that you can buy a home and settle when you have kids. Because and the sooner you do that, the less this is going to go down in value. Because I'm talking 5 years out, that 130 is going to be worth 30.
Oh, that's painful.
And so I mean that's where we are. But if you sell it now, you probably could sell it for what you owe on it.
Yeah.
But you're probably going to run this plan for a little while longer. I doubt one phone call to Dave Ramsey is going to change all this. So that's the plan. But yeah, that's what I would do if I were in your shoes. The good news is you have the money in the account and you can pay it off.
Whew.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!